Hello, lovely friends of Instagram and LinkedIn. Angela here. Those of you who don't know me, you can see a lot more detail about me on LinkedIn. I am an entrepreneur of many years, a private equity investor, a corporate advisor, and also a coach in body, mind, and business. I work with businesses to overcome business challenges and basically grow probably beyond their expectations when they first meet me. I work with large corporates, upwards of hundreds of millions of turnover, through to individual business owners who are turning over just a couple of million. And I take a very holistic approach to business growth and personal growth. It's all comes for me as a package. It's pointless actually working on business strategy if you are ignoring your body or your mindset. Equally, if you want to change your body, it's pointless ignoring your mindset. So I do come at it very holistically, and I like to, through the week, talk to you about body and mind and business and longevity and relationships and all the other factors of life, because all of it, if you can get it all firing at the same speed, then you can move forward in any realm of life that you want to. Today, I was going to talk to you about longevity. I had a really lovely comment from someone earlier today saying that she couldn't believe that I was 62. And quite honestly, despite all the things that I've done in business, and I have done a lot, for those of you, like I say, who don't know me, you can have a look at my LinkedIn. I received an MBE from the Queen for Services to Business. I've got 44 years business experience, so I know a thing or two about business. But I also do know a lot now about longevity. I'm a qualified personal trainer, a qualified nutritionist, a relationship coach. I was personally trained by Joe Dispenza on mindset. And so I brought this all together in my coaching. And so my top tips, what I was going to share with you today on longevity. The first one is, if you want to age backwards, or if you want to start gearing yourself up for living a much longer life, then the first thing you need to change is your mindset about this whole subject. How do you do that? Well, it really is a factor of the information that you're taking in. Firstly, the people that you're listening to and surrounding yourself with. If you are surrounding yourself with young-minded people who feel like they've got, a world of time ahead of them, then that's going to rub off on you. And no, I say young-minded, it doesn't have to be young people, because sometimes young people can also be quite close-minded about age and longevity, but young-minded people. Whereas if you are with people who really do think, well, time to, slow down now, time to retire, and they talk about themselves very much like, they're going to retire a horse or a machine. They talk about retiring themselves. So mindset is really important and very much influenced by the people around us. And the other thing is the media that we consume. If you're subscribing to the stuff that we read in newspapers and that you see on your feed, which says that it's time to retire, start talking about looking at retirement plans and all that sort of stuff, it's going to make you believe that that's really, what's next for you. Whereas if you are looking at examples of individuals who've started new careers, new businesses, and done all sorts of new exciting things, into their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. If you start looking at the information from the scientists that prove that we are likely to live beyond 100 now, and probably till 120, then that will start to shift your mindset. So mindset is number one if you are about to embark on this new journey of longevity. Second thing is, do sort out your nutrition. It doesn't need to be complicated. It has not got to be biohacking. It has not got to be any special supplements. It's not got to be fasting. It's just basically getting a good balance of macros and going back to the basics and going back to natural foods. You can see my little doggy in the background there, little white cloud that I'm looking after while my daughter is on her honeymoon. So hopefully he's not too distracting. But getting a good balance of macros is critical. That means increasing your protein. In the Western world, we just don't eat as much protein as we should do. So a good balance of protein, healthy carbs that are not processed. So not sugars, not cakes, not biscuits, not things that come in a box, but instead vegetables, rice, sweet potatoes, pulses, beans, things of that nature. And then healthy fats. So, not processed fats, but fats from avocado, from nuts, from coconut oil, from oily fish, salmon, things like that. So really, it's balancing those. And then if you actually want to change your body composition, it's obviously weight training as well, because if you want to get that lean, toned look and be strong, which we do need to be from a longevity point of view, because, you know, we don't want to be falling over and breaking bones and things, because, you know, that is a very, very slippery slope in terms of age. So if you want to be independent and strong, then weight training is critical. I'll do another session on that. There's a lot of stuff you can find on my websites about how to start weight training. So sorting out your nutrition is the second, I think, most important thing after your mindset in terms of longevity. Next thing is prioritizing your sleep. You have to sleep a minimum of 7 and probably 8 hours. And people say they can't because of this, that, and the other. Look, you know, you have to. And the way you do that is, you know, you go to bed earlier. You forego the late night TV. You sort of stop drinking wine before you go to bed, because contrary to popular belief, it might make you fall asleep quickly, but it will wake you up in the middle of the night. You have a much dark room. You don't scroll through your phone just before you go to bed. Maybe put eye patches on. And basically you treat this seriously, you know, and look, I know from my own experience, from the experience of my clients, and from everything that I've read and the science papers, that this is critical in terms of longevity. So like it or not, prioritizing sleep. So rather than thinking about all the reasons why you can't, you know, just do it. The fourth one is meditation. You know, you can have all the great food, you can sleep properly, etc., etc. But if you are if your body is in fight or flight mode, then what that means is that you is not at the same time digesting food properly, not digesting nutrients properly, because it's actually alert. It's looking to see whether it needs to run or fight or flight, or to fight, you know, or actually to freeze. So it's not digesting properly. Whereas if you meditate, that means that, you know, you close out the outside world. You only have to do it for 10 minutes or so. The brain can calm down. And once it calms down and it stops looking at external threats, then the body can go back to doing all the things that it wants to do, which is cell renewal, repairing cells, just basically cleaning up the bodily functions. And this is proven. Meditators are proven to have a much higher immunity system. You know, their bloods are better quality. They can cure all sorts of ailments. So meditation is the next thing. And then the last thing is recognize that this journey of longevity is, as the word suggests, is a long-term journey. You know, you can't just change everything overnight. So if you want to start to change your sleeping habits, give yourself time to do this. If you want to change your nutrition, give yourself time to do this. But these 5 things are the keys to longevity, starting with mindset and finding out what you can about it, and then just basically gently taking these actions. And you know, the body is an amazing thing. The mind is an amazing thing. You can start to buy back decades, you know, and many decades of years once you start to change your lifestyle. And it needn't be boring. You can still maintain balance, but you can start to age backwards. It is incredible what can happen to your skin, your fitness, your bones, your hair, and everything like that if you start doing the things that I've said. So I will leave you with that thought today. And if you are interested in finding out more, we have a whole range of online programs about body, mind, business. You can click on the link below this and find out. I do personal coaching, one-to-one coaching. Sometimes I do group masterminds. If you're interested in that, then you can just drop me a line. And if you're interested in me coming and talking to your team in your business, then you can look into that as well. We will have a consultation with you and find out exactly what you want. So that's all for now. Lovely to talk to you, and remember that longevity starts with mindset. Bye-bye.